All right. Welcome to day 4 of the 31-day challenge. Let's give a recap, our daily recap. We got the 5-minute wall sit, yoga leg stretches completed, 2-mile walk, just completed it. Plank was the first thing I did, and we're earthing and doing the video now. So I hope you guys are all having a good one, drinking your water, getting that work in, anything to improve yourself, because that's what we're about around here. And I don't care what it is you're doing as long as you're going forward. That's the whole point of this, once again. Oh yeah. Side note, I feel really crazy that I actually did everything today because between the last 2 days I've only had 6 hours of sleep. But something about this has pushed me to a point of greatness. Tiredness, sure, but you could just get tired from being lazy. And that sure did happen with me. I got tired of being lazy. But right now, I, I would want to be a little more awake, but I kind of want to get it over with. You know what I mean? I don't want to push it off to where I'm so tired. I'd rather do it right after my walk and while I'm earthing and whatnot, and can actually, be at myself, not really like on the verge of about to pass out because it's 8 o'clock at night or 10 o'clock at night. So that's that. But we have to give our proof that we did the 2 miles because I said I'd do the proof of that until I can find a way to show you guys my other exercises. But here you go. Whenever it wants to show up, 2.2. And obviously it's going to be more than that because I'm going to walk around in my house. And usually it'll be 2 miles when I talk to you guys, but by the end of the day, it's 3 miles. I keep it moving, Well, that's the point of this challenge too. Don't pick something so hard because I could have did weightlifting every day, but how practical would that have been? You have to take breaks in when you lift weights. You don't want to you get muscle fatigue. That's the last thing you want. Or DOMS, not my name, but DOMS, delayed onset muscle soreness. You do not want that. Trust me. That is the worst feeling in the world, man. I cried as a 30-year-old with muscle fatigue because it was so bad. You don't want that. So the point is to pick something simple, man. You don't have to go all balls out. Mine might look a little crazy, but that's the last thing you want to do either. Don't compare yourself to other people. That ends today. We're not comparing ourselves to anyone else at all. Around here, we don't do that. We only look at the man in the mirror or the woman in the mirror and try to be the best version of that person. Don't worry about the next guy. It's not going to do you any good anyway, so just focus on you and, do the best you can do. Because that's all you can do. That's all you can control. And that's all you need to control. Because if you don't have control of yourself, then someone else does. And that's the last thing you want. You don't need some other person determining your life. Sure, you got to go to work. I'm not talking about work. But when you're not in control of yourself, it's easier for people to manipulate you and play with your emotions and whatnot. And we've all been through that. It's not fun. So yeah, let's just not do it. I'm not gonna lie, I lost what I was just saying. I'm so tired and I've actually been doing that for the last days. I'm pretty sure I just ended that contradicting myself, but I think you guys know what I'm talking about. Again, I'm coming with the right aura. You know what I mean? I could be dead tired, but the point is you're getting authenticity from me right now. You're getting the real deal. You're not putting on no makeup or anything like that and looking at any cars. This is freestyle right now. And I recommend you guys do this too, because it'll really help with your communication skills out there in the real world. If you can't communicate out in the real world, you're lost, dude. You're really lost. you're gonna have a hard time. You're gonna be stuck at the same jobs or the same positions because they're not gonna see you the same way you might see yourself. If you're just if your vocabulary is real low, you need to start picking up a dictionary, looking up a word every day, man. Let's start that and make that a trend. Instead of these little TikTok challenges, let's do a trend that's actually mentally challenging for the brain instead of mentally retarded. These dumb challenges that get you killed. No, these challenges that I'm talking about are challenging yourself to actually for greatness. There's nothing else. Otherwise, you're just wasting your time. And if you're coming around me, you're wasting my time because I don't want nothing to do with you. You know, I really don't want to deal with anybody, to tell you the truth. But if someone's walking on their path and they need like a push in the right direction, I'll help them. Hell yeah, dude. Oh, the drop of a hat, dude. I'm there to help anybody that's willing to help themselves. So remember what I said the other day. You don't come 50%, you come 110%. And if someone wants to help you, because they will, see, they'll want to help you when you help yourself. But none of this haphazard shit, man. Nah, dude. That beta bitch shit, nah, dude. Nah. You've been babied too long. Still on your mama's teat? Boy. And if you're that far, well, take that step right now and walk towards the other direction. Just because where you're at right now doesn't mean that's where you have to stay in your life. Whoever told you that's just it after high school, or you're just with this job and then that's it, that's your life, man, they lie to you. They don't want to see you do, they know you have greatness, that's why they try to stop you. They know it before you do. So, you gotta just push forward with it. Can't let nothing get in the way at all. No distractions, nothing. No distractions of any kind. You have a girlfriend? Good. You have a girlfriend, I hope you're treating her right. But if you're just out there and just sticking it in where you want to stick it in and acting like a little boy, a little bitch boy, because you know you're a bitch boy, because you know you're not going to take care of that kid when she gets pregnant, you're going to be like, oh, I'm a man, I did that girl. And then all of a sudden when it's like, oh, I'm pregnant, and you want to be all, man, cut that out. Cut that out right now. That's out the window. That's why I say the word sex is just for little boys, dude, to me. Back then they didn't think about before Industrial Revolution. I'm talking about when people were like have their sense on their head before electronics. You think they just had sex parties? What? No, they procreated like freaking adults. No, you want to play around and just, nah, dude. And that's the sad part, because it's like you're acting like you're in high school, dude, or junior high. Nah, if you can't take care of your kid, you better take your, man, don't even, not only wrap it up, just keep yourself out from everyone's way, man. Because the last thing we need is a little you running around with the mentality that you have at this very moment. Now, when you want to change that, then change it. Then make that decision. But until then, nah, dude. You stay away from the females. If you can't provide, dude, stay away from them, dude. If they're just trying to, same for females, dude. This is not a bash against. Nah, dude. I'm saying if the guys are doing that too, man. I'm for the. Man, before anyone tries to say, oh, there's just a channel about God. Nah, dude. I'm for people who want to better themselves. So you just take off your rose-colored glasses and realize those red flags, dude. You need to open up your eyes, because most people just want your energy, and they only want to benefit themselves. They only want that satisfaction, that temporary satisfaction, but sometimes they're not even willing to take the responsibility of having children and whatnot. And that's the last thing we need in this world. This world's too messed up right now. Way too messed up. So think about that. Just because the next person's doing it, don't be on no, oh, my friend got married. Oh, my friend had a... No, dude, that's your friend, dude. What does that have to do with you? That has nothing to do with you. So you determine your life because of what your friends are... Well, no, dude, you do your own thing, dude. So, like I said, I don't want to... I got a little passionate there than usual, but honestly, I've been wanting to say that for a minute, but I wasn't planning on it right now. I figured we're just in the mode and I can get it out. I freestyled it, so there, it's already out there. Ain't no one could take that away. But yeah, I had showed you guys already. We don't even need to be walking right now, but I like to walk and talk, so we got the 2.35 miles in. Got everything completed. I'm doing the video right now. We're good. That's money, baby. So what we're gonna do right now, you know what we're gonna do. It's that time. We're gonna mark off day 4 together. All right. You guys like that? A little more organization there so my stuff isn't flying around. That's one thing I noticed about this challenge is it wasn't, part of it wasn't to be organized, but out of it came organization. So a lot of benefits are going to come out of this challenge. I'm telling you. Me even talking out here like this is insane, dude. I don't even, that's for another video. And if you have to start off like me and not put your face on the camera, then do that, dude. But you start listening to yourself and find out what kind of man you really are, what kind of person you really are. Because I don't think a lot of people hear the stuff they say. They're on autopilot. And I was one of those people. I'll have moments like that, but no, dude, I know what I'm talking about now. I'm not saying I know everything, but I'm thinking before I'm talking is what I'm saying. So, but you see, we got day 4 in. Wow, pretty crazy. And 27 to go. So with that said, I will catch you guys tomorrow. Have a good Saturday.